It is Monday night, and that means one thing only. It's time for some WWE Raw. But who is going to be on the show? Who is left remaining? Who's left alive after last week and the attack and the debut of the Wyatt 6? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. And that number 6 looks about right. There could be about 6 members of the Raw roster left, because last week we ended Raw with pretty much a bunch of dead bodies backstage. But don't worry, Chad Gable has been cleared tonight by Adam Pearce.
He has been. Triple H talking on the Pat McAfee podcast. My voice breaks there like the ratings will, damn it.
That bullet hole in Chad Gable's forehead that looks like it's magically healed. So
why is he doing that, though? Why is he talking about, he's actually not dead and he's cleared to it? Why was he out of a match and they put him back in? What, did they actually think he died?
No, but that's lame. Like, see if they legitimately want it to look like a massacre. See a couple of bums that they're releasing. Why not do it to them? Kayla Braxton's leaving. Kayla Braxton's leaving. Why not do it to her? Oh, but we can't have violence on a woman. But
that's it, though.
It's because Nikki Cross, or whatever she's going to call herself. What's her name in the Wyatt 6?
Sister Abigail? No.
Nah. So it's something else. Anyway, the freaky looking bitch, we'll call her that. We'll try and keep kayfabe alive here just for the sake of, why not? So the freaky looking bitch was out on the ramp when I suppose everyone was getting beaten up. So therefore, there was no woman in the faction backstage. So therefore, I guess they couldn't have any female be shown in the attack, or else that would mean, hold on, one of the guys must have done that. So it's kind of lame, but whatever. So tonight, we are in Gamebridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Do you want to follow up on your Pat McAfee podcast?
Well, Triple H was on it. He talked about the fact that Chad Gable's no
hates blacks.
He did mention that, to be fair, but they also announced that they're going to be hosting Mania, the Rumble, and SummerSlam all in Indianapolis. What do you make of that as a city hosting all three?
Why does it deserve all three?
In the same arena as well. I think that's a weird one.
It's like a triple deal package or something like that?
Pretty much. It is like a triple deal package. But I just don't like Triple H these days, man. His big nose is getting too big for his boots. Right,
so let's get into Raw. We have, obviously, let's talk about the Wyatt 6 then. So last week they came out and they attacked pretty much the roster. Looked like there was a few dead bodies in there. Triple H appeared to be one of the men that was attacked. So did Gunther. I mean, I think that should have been reserved for jobbers.
Hold on, Triple H got attacked and he was on a podcast.
Well, I mean, people were saying Triple H was one of the bodies that were down backstage in Gorilla. I think Gunther was one as well. Aren't they trying to portray Gunther as this monster, unbeatable monster? Yeah, I know he lost to Sami Zayn, but still.
Yeah, but they have to include the whole roster, man. They can't just go around beating up fucking jobbers. Who's going to take it?
It's the first week. You tell me that spot shouldn't have been used for jobbers. You think they should have had main event guys?
Well, they didn't batter McIntyre. I know he left. They didn't batter Punk. They didn't batter Rollins.
Punk wasn't there.
Gunther's a fucking jobber. Let's not pretend he's main event status.
The guy's getting a title shot at SummerSlam. He's king of the fucking ring.
Oh, aye, that fake tournament that he won.
Oh, aye, because that belt that Damien Priest has got, isn't he fake?
It's all... I don't know. Gunther's no active.
Faker than Natalia's body, anyway.
It's a proof that Gunther got attacked.
Well, I mean, unless he was sleeping. Unless he wanted to keep Chad Gable company and thought, hey, I'll snuggle it. Hey, Chad Gable, do you want to hug the nipples? Unless he wanted to.
I don't see how any of the Wyatt 6 took his fucking nipples, didn't like.
Anyway, my point is, I think that should have been reserved for. Let's see if it was a bunch of security though and a few jobbers. Would the scene have looked any worse? I don't think so.
No, probably not, because...
So you're telling me that if this happened in the Attitude, The Rock and Stone Cold should be fucking laid out? And yes, I'm not comparing Gunther and Stone Cold.
You just did.
Like, Stone Cold had a title shot at SummerSlam, Gunther's getting a title shot at SummerSlam.
Apples and oranges.
Stone Cold won the King of the Ring, Gunther won the King of the Ring.
Nipples and goatees, am I right?
Alright, well, there you go. Biscuits and gravy. Anyway, let's move on. So, Wyatt 6, I don't know what's going to happen tonight. I don't think we're going to get these Wyatt 6 matches. I don't think the Wyatt 6 should wrestle for a very long time. And this isn't me kissing out Triple H's arse and saying that, long-term booking. But, you know, I think we could go at least a month or two before we see...
SummerSlam.
Yeah. I don't think they should be taken to the... I think once a group like this takes to the ring, it loses its
And you know what? They'll take to the ring and start losing against like the new Cats Republic.
We're supposed to believe that they're killing half the roster, but then they can't beat Pete Dunne. It's like not very realistic. Anyway, the follow up tonight. Do you think we'll get anything? Will they speak? Will they announce themselves? It's called the Wyatt Six. Do you think there's going to be a sixth member? Or do you think the sixth member is Bray Wyatt's spirit? A lot of people are saying they do not want another member. They think that the sixth member should be Bray Wyatt and that Bray Wyatt lives on in the Lantern.
I think that's gay. I think he lives on in the Lantern.
I mean, I know for a fact that Nikki Cross isn't being caught. Oh, you need to keep kayfabe alive. Well, you know what? Screw it. She wasn't keeping it alive, so why should we? I know that Nikki Cross is in fact not Sister Abigail, so therefore, I mean, I would just put Alexa Bliss in this faction. I know people are saying, well, you don't need two females in it, and you know what? You could argue there's a point there, considering you can't get any sort of male-female interactions going, but I would stick Alexa Bliss in it. Why not? If she wants to come back. I don't know if she's still wrestling.
Yeah, but could we look at a situation where if you get attacked, maybe you could get possessed and join them?
Yes, but look at, for years and years and years, he talked about this Sister Abigail pish.
No, he did.
This is when he was normal Bray Wyatt, hillbilly Bray Wyatt. And we haven't. It would be dumb if she's not in this faction.
No, it would be dumb.
So yeah, I would put Alexa Bliss in it. Anyway, let's. Anything you want? Do you want to follow up on the Wyatts? Or?
I'm looking forward to it, but I don't know. I just feel like they'll flop it big time. The fact that half these guys have been cleared to compete again, it's almost like they've forgotten. I don't know. Triple H sort it out.
It's almost like it didn't happen.
Aye. Hey, Sal, did it even exist? Did it exist? I don't know if it existed.
I think it should have just been a bunch of security guys and a couple of jobbers.
I think they did too much at one time. Maybe end like a pay-per-view that way. I don't know.
And it's like, it's not even like Chad Gable's going to be gone for a while. He's wrestling the next... Is Chad Gable going to come out tonight and address this? Is he going to sell the injury? Or is he going to come out like he wasn't dead last week?
Yeah, it's just cringe is what it is.
So I don't really know how they're going to play this off, but we'll see what happens tonight.
I mean, if it means we get more Triple H, like, in a proper authority role, it could be good.
Anyway, we've got Drew McIntyre. Will he be here tonight? Last week on Raw, he quit. People are saying, why was he on SmackDown if he quit?
On SmackDown, he'd be on Raw.
Why didn't he say... Well, I mean, if he quit Raw, then his new show should be SmackDown. Is it not painfully obvious that he said he quit just to get people to like believe that he was actually gone, so that when he turned up on SmackDown it would be a surprise? That's what I got from it. He didn't like legit quit. He had no intentions of quitting. I think he was pretending to quit so people would let their guard down. CM Punk would let his guard down. Security are all worried about Wyatt 6 on SmackDown. They weren't expecting Drew McIntyre. So obviously when he said he quit, he wasn't quitting. But some people are actually looking too much into this and going, well, if you quit Raw, that's him. He should be on SmackDown permanently now.
Reel it in.
No, how about he just quit Raw so that he could get a surprise attack on SmackDown?
Exactly. Alright, that's all it is too. But people look into it, man. Oh, Triple H, look, they showed this 6 months ago. It could mean this 9 months later. Dead on. Cringe.
Yeah, so will McIntyre come out tonight? I think he will. You said he announced that he will on SmackDown. I mean, CM Punk is pretty much being suspected that he will be a no-show because he got attacked. But, I mean, if Chad Gable can wrestle tonight after dying, then can't CM Punk come out and confront McIntyre after being beaten up? I mean...
Good job the Wyatt 6 didn't attack Bret Hart. You'd be talking about it 25 years later.
Although Fragile Phil maybe takes a wee bit longer to recover than Chad Gable.
Chad Gable.
Perk Gable. Anyway, let's see what we've got in terms of matches. So, Drew McIntyre, he'll come out and he'll probably, gloat about what he done. Good for him. We've got Braun Strowman versus Chad Gable versus Bronson Reed in a Money in the Bank qualifier. Who are you going with and why?
Chad Gable. He didn't come back from the death to not win this match.
The death.
He's winning. Alright, that's all you need to know.
He's winning, right? Bronson Reed, Braun Strowman. I can't really imagine any of those guys climbing a ladder. I mean, I think Braun Strowman's been in one before. Maybe Bronson Reed's been in one before.
No.
I think Bronson Reed was in I'm pretty sure he was in an NXT ladder match.
How's he even in the company, man? Big monsoon Bronson Reed. Mongo more like, man. Chad Gable every day.
Chad Gable. I think Chad Gable's going to win this. You could see some sort of screwy finish where Maybe Braun Strowman does all the work and Chad Gable steals the pin.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I'm going to go with Chad Gable too. We've also got Lyra Valkyria versus Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane in a Money in the Bank qualifier. I just don't see how Lyra Valkyria doesn't win this match. Shayna Baszler's stock is at an all-time low. She's just there to job and put people over. And we've already got one Damage Control member. And I would argue that Kairi Sane is the least important member. Because you've got Io Sky, who is like pretty much the leader at this point. You've got Asuka, who's the veteran. Then you've got Dakota Kai, who's the mouthpiece. And it's like, what is Kairi Sane doing?
Just another jobber at the end of the day. And she's not winning this. Lyra Valkyrie's winning. Can you dig that? That's what's going to happen in this qualifier.
Aye, alright, Booker T. We have Ludwig Kaiser taking on Braun Breaker after that spear for last week. Will Ludwig Kaiser be able to get some revenge? I'm going to go with Braun Breaker to win this one.
Yeah, Braun Breaker's got to win this one again. Where was he last week? Ludwig Kaiser's a jobber, man. If Braun Breaker can't beat Ludwig Kaiser, what's he doing?
What do you mean, where was he last week?
Where was he?
He was taking on Sheamus.
I mean, when he was getting beat down. The Wyatt 6. But see, I think they've got to acknowledge this with everybody. Like, I think whoever's cutting a backstage promo's got to be fearing for their life about the Wyatt 6. They can't just be glossing over it. With his big muscles, damn it. Anyway, Karrion Kross against Kofi Kingston.
I'm going to go with Karrion Kross.
The sands of time are running out. You know what? If he doesn't win, he's got to be released. I think he should be released on a pole match.
Aye, Karrion Kross is due a win. If he doesn't beat Kofi, then his career's pretty much already dead.
And we saved the best for last. Women's Tag Team Champions, Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, taking on Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. What a match this is.
Titles on the line. I hate it now. The only title shots you really get on SmackDown or Raw now are tag team titles. And then when you get them, the commentators freak out as if they're giving you a premium live event quality match. It's like, no. You're not giving us a premium live event quality match. Neither of these two teams should be on any premium live quality event or any premium event.
Look at the state of the 4 people in this match, man. These are 4 people that shouldn't even be on an NXT card.
Yeah, I'll go with the Gothic chicks to retain, but I'm not really looking forward to it.
You know, if they were against a team of higher caliber, I think they could maybe lose straight away since we're back from Glasgow, but that's not going to happen. So yeah, they're going to win. They're going to retain.
A team of higher quality. Fucking name one.
Well, you know what I mean. Like,
where are they? They don't exist. They don't exist. Anyway, guys, that's your Raw preview. Not really digging this Raw preview. Not really digging what we've got announced.
Maybe they're hiding a lot, so when we tune in, it'll be good.
I mean, I guess that's a possibility, but very unlikely.
They've been hiding for the past 13 years.
Anyway, we'll see what happens tonight, and yeah, that's it. That's where we're going to end it, because this show, I think, is going to pretty much suck. Till next time. Peace.